Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing? 27th April here today, and what a beautiful bullish moves we're having on pound yen today. We're moving up over here in the world with pound yen. Let's take a look over here. Let's take a look at gold. It's been ranging. Pound yen was just ranging during the entire London session. Gold is also kind of like stuck in the range at this point. Let's just make sure we have the gulag coming in. Everyone's coming in. Nice, nice, nice. Gold is going to 1800 today. Let's get it. Well, that's a kind of far-fetched idea, but we'll try to see if we can entertain that. 1800. Let me see here. Just gonna fix my systems over here. Would have taken GJ if that shit to the left wasn't so choppy. I think it was more to do with expected volume, because we've been ranging for quite some time now. Oh wow, this thing is continuing running over here. So we have the gulag coming in. All we gotta do is wait for a new low to support buy. Yes, I think what we would want to see at this point is probably going to be some sort of a retracement and then a continuation. Did you take these buys? Yes, I did take these buys. As the 15-minute candle was trying to break above this area over here around 154.90. Oh wow, this thing is still continuing to run at this point. Let's take a look to the left-hand side. On the left-hand side, 30-minute time frame, we're approaching some sort of a resistance area at this point right here. Some sort of a rejections that we have. Let's see here, close half. Okay, let's take a look at these charts over here. Let's do some fresh analysis on pound yen to see if there's going to be some more opportunities there or not. So let's remove all the analysis. Let's take a look on the daily time frame. Daily. This is what we were talking about yesterday when we sent the analysis in the Asian session, that this move down could be a fake out for price to continue moving bullish. So if you look on the 4-hour time frame, 4-hour basically created a support here with this candle rejecting. Now, if you look at this bullish candle, it had no wick to the bottom as well. You know, this means there was no bearish volume in this candle at all. So it continued moving up here. So let's kind of like justify that on the 1-hour time frame here. So looking at the 1-hour time frame, I think this was the smoking gun here when this 1-hour candle closed bullish, and then the next one started breaking above this resistance right over here. You can see this resistance here around 150, 480, 490. So now at the same time, when you look to the left hand side, you see some sort of a consolidation. And in the past month and a half, what we've learned is that whenever you have consolidation to the left hand side, there are two ways price is going to move through that consolidation. Either it's going to be a straight high volume candle, or is that just going to be like a small moves up with higher highs and higher lows. So if we look at the 4-hour here, with the 4-hour having no wick at the bottom, this means there's no bearish pressure, which also means there's extremely high bullish volume. And when we look at the 1-hour time frame, we can see the 1-hour candle, once it started breaking above 154.90, this was the opportunity for price to continue moving bullish. So if we break this down on a 30-minute time frame, and if we break it down on the 15-minute time frame, it just made sense. for price to continue pushing through this area, even though, like, we have 15-minute candle closing above this resistance here, with price to continue moving up. So that's where this entry was taken around, 150, 490. I still have partials running at this time. And if we do continue moving up, I think it's going to be a pretty good move till, I would say, at least 150, 750, or even 150, 800. So we're going to keep that in mind. Right over here. Are you in GJ buys? Yes, I was. I closed out majority of my positions, and now I have like a 10% position running at this time. Let's see here. This is... All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. This is gold, 15-minute chart. Buys above 1783. Yes, looks good. Clean range there to the left-hand side. And I think if we can break above that area, I think we're moving on towards close to 1800. Let's see here. So this is the resistance we have at this point. 1783. Let's see this. Remove this. Yeah, we're just really ranging here on gold. Does not look pretty nice at all. We have a zone in the middle. Let's take a look on the 30-minute time frame. 30 minutes also creating this minor resistance at this point. This is 1781. We're creating a minor resistance. We have a minor support form down over here. I mean, is this enough range? This is like what, 20 pip range on gold? I mean, I don't think that's enough on gold. I think we'll need a much more stronger breakup at 1783 for gold to really move up. Let's see here. Can you please look at these trades I took? I think we can only take a look at one trade. We'll take a look at one trade here. Entered sells when the next 1 hour candle. Oh wait, what? And so the next 1 hour candle broke the low. Where this arrow is pointing, I don't see this 1 hour candle breaking any low. Price retraced back up and closed bullish, closed 50%. Okay, so you managed risk at that time. Okay. Yeah, if you can send this to me in Slack, we're going to take a deeper look at that. Oh, wow, this thing is continuing running over here. Nice. Very nice. Should continue moving at this point. This is the position I have running at this time. 2.5 lot running at this time. Had a 20 open, closed 90%. The rest is running at break even at this point. So it's the same idea that we discussed right over here. Has taken the buy, then it's done, right? No more trade for today. I don't know, we'll see. I mean, if there's a retracement and an opportunity to add another position, I'm going to entertain that. But so far it's moving up. So I mean, if it's up and up at this point, then there's very little we can do at this time. Let's take a look at this chart over here. This is gold sells 5-minute time frame. All right, it's kind of like tricky at this point on the 5-minute time frame. Yeah, it's kind of tricky because we're entering a rejection area at 1779, so you got to be careful with that. What was this, gold? Yeah, gold. I think when we're looking at the 5-minute time frame on gold, you need extremely clean candles, right? So this is an example of an extremely clean candles right here. Below 1778, these are extremely clean candles with nothing to the left hand side. This right here, it's kind of tricky because of course you have clean candles, but then you have a bit of a rejection over here as well. So this is where things can get kind of wonky at the same time as you try to take trades. Anyone in GU buys? Oh, I'm not sure. Let's see here. There's no such thing as support. Okay, that's fine. But still support exists. SPX 500 buys above 41.94. So yeah, kind of tricky zone over here. I'm not sure if this is enough range. Sells look much better if we break below this low, though, to be honest. We have clean candles. We have a wick to fill here with momentum. So we'll see how this works. Mr. Andre Valencia Palacio. I'm new. This is my first chart. What do you think? All right. Pound yen entered when the 30-minute candle closed and 15-minute candle retest support. Beautiful. Yeah, kind of like the same trade I had, man. Very nice. Very, very nice. With good Brexit news, we can run up to 152. Yeah. You know what? I'm not sure how much Brexit is going to have an impact because they've been keeping Brexit on the low right now. Brexit has been on the low, so I'm not sure how much are they looking at Brexit at this time because we got the pandemic and the vaccines and the lockdowns and a whole lot of stuff happening at this point. Do you think GJ and GA move similar to some point in the New York session? Yes, because both pairs are influenced by just one currency, is the pound. So I think this could be a potential target here today. Potential target right here. And looking to the left hand side, let's take a look on the 30-minute time frame. Yeah, we got a rejection here. And then, yeah, right over here, you see this rejection here to the left hand side. This is where potentially price can come up to 150, 740, 750. But then above that, we have 150, 900. And of course, we got 151 above that area. So we'll see how price reacts to those points. But so far, ideally, we'd want to see some sort of a retracement happening and then a continuation up, because so far what's happening right now is price is just making a high. So if you're missing out on this move, that's totally fine, because price is making a high and there's going to be a retracement, and with that retracement there's going to be an 80% chance we're going to retest the high. So all we got to do is wait for that. Waiting for support to be formed. Yeah, perfect. Same idea at this point right here. Hello, my teacher. Hello, my God. Oh, I'm not sure I'm a God, but thank you, appreciate it. This page you're looking for cannot be displayed. Uh-oh, GA idea can't be displayed by Michael Montano. Let's take a look at this GJ trade. Oh, beautiful. Another buy over here on GJ. Very nice. What time do you trade usually for GJ? All time frames, you gotta look at all the time frames. I mean, the daily was bullish. We had a kind of like a wick to fill. We had the 4 hour with no wick over here. It was moving up, so we had to look at the 1 hour time frame to see what was going on. We were breaking above the wicks at this point, 150, 500. 30-minute time frame, same idea. 15-minute did a retest, and it was like a no-brainer for price to continue up. Because if you look at it this way, price just ranged during New York session. No, sorry, during Asian session, during Asian close, pre-London, London open. We just ranged. So once we broke above 150, let's say 480, 490, it was just a no-brainer that, okay, the next time of volume is pre-New York, and pre-New York had that move up over here. I was on an impulse entry in the 15-minute before the session started, but close whole trade was 30-minute with no wick. Oh, yeah, instead of closing the whole trade, I think you should have closed maybe 50% of the trade, because that tells me that there was a lack of confidence at that point. Let's take a look at this GU idea here. GU buys above 1.3960, potential 4 hour wick fill, looks good. Let's kind of break down GU over here as well. Let's take a look at GU, GBP USD. GBP USD daily time frame. Daily is moving up. Daily did a little liquidity grab down over here. Looking at the 4 hour, we're kind of breaking above this resistance zone. This is 1.39. We have another resistance at 1.39400. Now when we're looking at the 1 hour time frame, all right, we got the 1 hour candle also coming up at this resistance area. So we need to break above this point. So looking at the 30-minute, yeah, this is good. We have this resistance, and then we have another resistance at 1.39280, 39300. So that range, this is a 20 pip range, pretty good range. So I mean, this candle is about to close in about 10-13 minutes. So if it closes bullish above this area, I think there's a very high probability for price to continue moving up. Even though we have a little bit of a choppy price action on the 15-minute time frame, so we can anticipate the volume coming in with the 30-minute and the 1 hour to continue driving price bullish. Or maybe it can be done with this last 15-minute candle as it starts breaking the high of the previous candle. Wow, pound yen is also pushing all the way up here. Would you take sells below 1778? 1778, yes. These sells would make much more sense below 1778. And just as we were talking about gold, rejection area here to the left hand side. This is why that was a risky trade on the 5-minute time frame, because there's a rejection here. This would be a much easier trade to continue down because we got clean traffic to the left hand side. 20 pips looking pretty good to the downside here. Impulse entry when we broke the low. Okay, looks good. Secured 90% at 10 pips stop to break even. Beautiful. Very nice. Looks like it played out perfectly. This is gold 30 minutes sell for target for sell. Oh, Renee, you're looking for sells below 1778. 1778, 1777, 90, 80. Yeah, that would look good over here. Below the same area we have here. Clean traffic. I think this could be a very nice sell if we break below 1777.90. What's this? Gold sell now 1780. TP 1777. What's the stop loss? 1790. Why is your TP1? Wow, 1790 is stop loss. God damn. So this is a signal sent in the gulag over here. So this is a sell that they're saying sell now with the stop loss at 1790, 100 pips stop loss. TP1 is 1777. TP1 is this makes no sense at all, man. With a 100 pip stop loss and a 30 pip TP, come on, man. Gulag is out of their fucking mind over here today. How can you do this? This is why signal providers fail, man. Wow, this guy's crazy. Yeah, man. I mean, don't follow that signal. If you're gonna have a stop loss at 1781.90, not 1790. You know how big that is? You can take buys above 1783 and profit till 1790. And then you're gonna hold drawdown all the way to 1790. Come on, doesn't make any sense at all. Yeah, crazy, man. Crazy. What's this? Gold sells here. This is a 1 hour chart at this time. Oh, nice. Broke below the low, took sell, stops above the current candle. Nice. Nice one. There are polls today. Oh, there are polls today for Brexit. Let's take a look over here. Why didn't I hear about that today? We have OPEC meetings. Let's take a look at news here. Oh, look at this. Will ease monetary policy further without hesitation as needed. See, this is what we were talking about. 2 months ago, they talked about how the Japanese are going to reduce the interest rates, and they've been talking about this for about 2 months now. So will further ease monetary policy. This means they are looking to reduce rates again, you know, with everything that's happening here. So yeah, so it'll be interesting to see when they're going to reduce the rates again. West Virginia to give $100 saving bonds to residents age to get the vaccine. Oh, wow. They're bribing people to get the vaccine now. Hey guys, we'll give you $100. Such a life-changing amount, right, in North America. $100. Gold sells below 1779. Yeah, it looks good. I'm actually looking at the same thing here below. So I'm going to point this out right here. Potential sells below 17. Let's do 1779.80 right here. All right. When there's a big consolidation, you don't look to clear candles to the left because you expect a big move because of the consolidation. Yes. So whenever you have big consolidation, you're expecting price to break out, right? And there are certain times in the day when price is going to break out. It's going to be like, you know, high volume times, like market opens, market closes, pre-market opens, stuff like that. So you need to keep those times in mind. To better understand what those times are in the market, this is a website right here. So we created this right here, best times to trade. I'm going to paste this link in the YouTube chat here as well. So you can look at all the best times when there's volume in the market. So you can see, like, you know, on pound yen, pre-London ranged, London open ranged, pre-New York is when there's next volume time. So you're expecting volume, right? So when you have candles breaking out during that time, then you know, okay, like, you know, maybe this is the time when there's going to be volume in the market now. Uncle Ted disappeared? No, he's in the East Coast. No, West Coast. So it's very early for him to wake up at this time. Why are people worried about people who are not worried about them? Ted isn't worried about you guys, so you guys shouldn't be worried about him at all. Let's take a look at this GA idea. Oh wow, very nice trade over here on the 1 hour time frame. I kind of had the same buy here, but my entry was a little later on. I waited patiently, had a retest, but candle closed above my zone. This is exactly what I looked at as well. Candle closed bullish, next one closed above this resistance, and then next one just continued moving bullish. If it does make a fake out, it'll be 80% chance to go back down to a support range in 30 minutes. Yes. Hello, master. Oh, don't call me master. Can you explain the difference between enter when the candle closes and when the candle breaks the previous candle high? Yeah, that depends on experience. That just totally depends on experience and how much you've seen price do that and stuff like that. You know, it's called impulse entries, and it's a very advanced concept. It takes a little bit longer to kind of like understand and then to execute on it. Executing on impulse entries is a whole another thing, right? What's this? Dogecoin to the moon. Oh yeah, it makes sense over here. Take a look at this. So we got rejections above this area. It makes sense. We got clean candles to the left hand side. Makes perfect sense here. Above 30 cents. Yeah. I know a guy who bought Dogecoin at 40 cents. He's like, bro, I'm down 50%. I'm like, what do you expect, man? Thing just crashed. And now he's holding. He's got like 30 grand in there. No, 15, because 30 got chopped to 15. Shit. And then they asked me, bro, do you know? The conversation started, hey man, you know about cryptos? I'm like, yeah, a little bit. He's like, you know about Dogecoin? I'm like, a little bit. He's like, yeah, I bought it at 40 cents. I'm like, oh. Crypto is just a perfect pyramid scheme. Yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, most updated GA idea. Buys above 1.788875. Okay, looks good. Looks good, looks good. Yeah, we have a bit of a contingency area at this point. I think GA has also moved up a lot in a way that it needs to do some sort of a consolidation or a retest to continue pushing bullish. How to close partial positions. Do we need magic keys to do that? No, you don't. You can do it from your MetaTrader too. All you got to do is right click your position, go to modify or delete, and then you can basically close partial positions. All right, what's this here? Gold loss to start the week. Yes, we already talked about this gold trade over here. Personally, I began trading with magic keys, so I can't tell you. Oh. Let's take a look over here. Can Payoneer be used to deposit at Dominion Markets? Payoneer? Yes, we are considering getting Payoneer in. The specifics of that are not yet up and up right now, but Payoneer is going to be a deposit method as well pretty soon. So we'll see how good that goes. Closed pound yen, got in early, closed 50% when it came back to the range and added back when it started to move up right here. Oh, entered as 15-minute candle broke the previous high. Very nice. Added position as 30-minute candle closed above zone. This is bad practice right here. Adding positions on the top, this is like taking a new position. So whenever you're taking a new position, just understand this, that are you taking a buy at the top or not? You know, because adding a position is the same thing as taking a new position. So you don't want to take a new position at the very top. You know, that's a big no-no. So you gotta, like a better idea would have been to kind of like wait for a retracement and then add a position for price to continue moving bullish. Wasn't there traffic to the left even after 150, 450 were broken? Yes, there was traffic to the left, but as we discussed, that there's only two ways price moves through consolidation. It's with volume or when price makes higher highs and higher lows, and we were anticipating volume coming in with pre-New York because we ranged all through London session. So part of trading is also about anticipating volume to come in. Dude runs his own broker with his own profits. No, I provide to liquidity with the profits. But still, it doesn't really matter because I was profitable on other platforms as well. I'm just saving on commissions. Can you take a look at this chart? Let's see here. Rejected resistance US30 sells below 33,950. Looks good. The only thing you got to identify is also this area of kind of like a rejection area here as well. Wouldn't be a really heavy rejection area, but you got to keep this in mind as well if price starts continuing down. Okay, let's see here. What do we got over here? There is some news on pound at 5 a.m. I already was expecting this volume. Oh, nice, nice. Let's take a look at the gold idea here. Potential sells below 1774 looks good. You're looking at a much safer sells at this point. I think it's also going to be good if you can keep this area in mind as well, around 1777. Keep this in mind as well if price starts breaking below, because you might be able to get this move down here as well, and then a continuation below 1774. So keep this in mind. Buys here looks good as well. I'm looking for the same buys above 1783. So we're going to keep that in mind to see what happens. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. Oh, already looked at this chart here. Man, people are sending the same charts over and over and over again. Is it true cryptocurrency will use to book tickets to go to Mars when Mars opens to immigration? Yeah, okay. Let me call Elon and let me ask him right now. How do I know, man? How do I know if crypto is going to be used to buy tickets to Mars? Yeah, I don't know. That's a pretty far-fetched concept at this time. We have no idea. How much is win rate of this strategy? Oh, how much is win rate of this strategy? You know what? I was actually looking at these stats here earlier on, and it's better if I show you right here. Okay, so I'm not sure if you guys are going to be able to see this, but if you read this right here, yeah, there's a, oh, all right, let's take a look at gold over here. Let me move this here. So if you can read this, it says there's a 13.3% probability you will lose. So this means there's a 13% chance I'm going to lose a trade on gold. I won so much on gold in April that Magic Keys is telling me I have a 13% chance I can lose on gold. This means there's an 87% chance I'm going to win on gold. So there we go, 87% win rate on gold so far this month. I can't lie, it says right there, numbers don't lie, man. Like, I'm not making shit up. It's recorded. Elon said people will probably die on the trip to Mars. Yes, they will die on the trip to Mars because it's a very dangerous, delicate situation. People die climbing Mount Everest, man. So I mean, it's very natural someone's going to die while going to Mars. It's still, but whatever. We'll see in the near future. So what's this? USDJPY. Enter on the break and retest. Perfect. Perfect idea. I think buys look much better than sells, because if you're looking for sells, you got a support over here, you got another support over here, and you got another support over here. So buys above this area look pretty good for price to move up. So you just gotta wait for that. Also, USDJPY has lower volume, so we gotta keep that in mind as well. Hey, if I'm in GU buys now and the 15-minute candle closes like this, can I move my stop loss underneath it? No, because the 15-minute are weak confirmation time frame. So right now we broke above this area, and this is where you need price to do some sort of a retest, right? This is where you need price to do some sort of a retest, some sort of a support formation for price to continue moving bullish. So you have to wait at this time. Same thing with the pound yen over here. We're doing this retracement. So essentially we need price to create some sort of a support, you know, like maybe right over here or maybe right over here, create that support and then continue moving up to retest this high and to continue on towards, 157.50. So this is good. The more it retraces, the more we're going to get an opportunity to take a buy for price to continue moving bullish. Yeah, I think that's going to be something good to wait for at this point, for price to do a retest and then continue bullish. All right, let's take a look at this. Oh, what's going on over here? Pound, yen. Oh, wow. Okay, price moving up at this point. Yeah, I think here you'll need to do the same thing. I mean, just remove this big gray box you have and kind of like look at what's happening currently. Currently, there's a resistance right here, and price is retracing. If it retraces, then we can continue moving up. I think you're looking at things from a like very zoomed out scenario, so you need to kind of like zoom in and dial down on what's happening currently. So currently we're just retracing, and I think if we break above some highs over here, we can continue moving up. Just gotta wait for this candle to close. Got around 10 minutes left. Okay, what's this? Was this a good probability setup? Oh yeah, I think it was good. We broke above the highs at this point. I think if you look on the 15-minute time frame, you'll have more confirmations where price moved. So gold is also chilling at this point. We're about to break above, 1781. And let's see this range over here. If we break above, it's like a 14, 15 pip range. Not enough range in my eyes here. I mean, if it does break above the 30-minute high, I think there's a probability for it to move up. But then ideally, we want to see price breaking above 1783.40 for it to continue bullish. Is Raja's Zoom chat lagging? No, it's not lagging. I'm trying to go through some comments here, but it's taking time, so you got to be patient. All right. No trade because you make money, no motivate. Oh. Let's see here. All right, let's try to break down your JPY here. See what's going on your JPY. Oh, your JPY is also kind of like consolidating, kind of like retracing at this time as well. So we got a resistance at this point. Price is coming down. Yeah, I think we'll need to do the same thing. We've made a high at this point, so I think it's the same idea to create some sort of a support for price to move bullish. All right, let's take a look at this gold idea. Gold idea also looks good. We kind of talked about this as well. Can you explain why potential high at 157.50? Because if you look to the left hand side on the 1 hour time frame, you can see that this was a rejection area here, especially on the 30-minute here as well. This was a rejection area. This is why we're looking at this area here. And then above that scenario, we have another rejection around, 159.00. We can take a look at these areas to the left hand side. Oh, let's remove this box. So looking to the left hand side, this situation 159.00 could also be something important to look at. I thought you said 15-minute was weak confirmation time frame. Yes, but you have to put 2 and 2 together. Like 4 hour was bullish, daily was bullish, 1 hour was breaking above this area. So if the 1 hour is breaking above this area and there's volume coming in, so it just makes sense price is gonna continue moving bullish. And then, it just made sense. I mean, where else would price go? I mean, if price breaks above this area, what's the probability it's going to go up versus what's the probability it's going to go down? You know, the probability of it moving up after breaking above this area is pretty high. You know, so then you gotta, this is why it's important when you miss moves, you need to go over those moves and see how you could have executed in those moves, you know, all the time. I do that all the time, you know, and then slowly you start to see the same things happen over and over again, and then you can kind of like, you know, execute on those scenarios. Entered once we broke the low. Yes, we also talked about this. There was a support area right here, which may have caused some issues. So it's still good, you know, still good. So we'll see what happens tomorrow at this time. Can we feel the GJ weekly wick going up? Oh, or going down? Going down, I don't know. We'll need to break these areas to go down now. But so far, it seems like we're just moving up at this time. Do you think FTMO is the way, as I don't have 50K savings to play with? If your consistency isn't where it's supposed to be, then FTMO will never work for you. It's just a plain truth. You know, I mean, if you start with a smaller account, like a $500 account or a $100 account or a $1,000 account, and you need to prove to yourself that you're consistent on that amount. You know, if you're not consistent on a smaller account, on a bigger account, you will never be consistent. It's just how it is. You know, I never had 50,000 in savings to start with either. I started with like a small accounts, you know, like 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, and then over time I saved money, I deposited more. And with consistency, you do build your accounts, you know, so it takes a little bit of a time. King Gulag, Bitcoin, buys if candle close above resistance. Yeah, looks good. Moving up to 56,000. Looks good with Bitcoin. AMA Raja gold range कर रहा है बहुत लगता है ऊपर जाएगा. Oh, so he thinks gold is going to continue moving bullish. I think if we break above 1783, we can continue moving bullish on gold. So let me put this right here. Potential buys above 1783. I think so. So there was something I was talking about yesterday with somebody, and we were discussing how, as a new trader, every second there are 10 thoughts that go through your head about trades. You know, 10 thoughts. You know, me, when I'm looking at pound yen chart, all I'm looking for is to just wait for the candle to close. So I know there are 4 minutes left, and I know I gotta wait for 4 minutes to wait for the candle to close. That's it. There's nothing I'm thinking about. All I'm looking for buys. Right now, there's no confirmation for buys. I got 4 minutes left, so I'm gonna just chill till 4 minutes. I may have missed something about your GJ buys. Were really tricky, weren't they? Because we had some consolidation to the left hand side. Mr. J, I explained that 3 times. So I think you can go to the YouTube stream and kind of like go back in the stream and listen to the explanation. I explained that 3 times in great detail. All right, let's take a look here. Would you rebuy at this time? Yes. If there's a support formed, if there's a good solid bullish candle formed at that time, yes, I'm going to take a buy down over there. And then we'll see what happens. You wrote potential sell is wrong. Check again. Where? Potential sells below 1779. 1779.80. Oh, 1777.80. Okay, my bad. Okay, there we go. Yeah. I lost on gold. What could I have done? There's nothing you could have done. It was just a probability. You know, price moved up. I think the only thing you could have looked at was how this 15-minute candle closed like a weak bullish candle. Other than that, I think you could have managed risk as price came down and broke the low, but you know, it looked pretty good. We broke above resistance, candle was bullish, everything looked good, clean candles on the left hand side, wick to fill over here. It was just a matter of probability. You know, sometimes you're going to lose trades, and that's just going to be the probability of price not working out at that time. And at that time, you just gotta brush that loss off your shoulder and move on. That happens to me most times too. Like, sometimes gold waited for the break of the high. Nice. Oh, Bitcoin. Beautiful there. Impulse entries. I'm not sure how the volatility is in Bitcoin and cryptos, but if it works with simple price action, I think that's good. All right, let's see here. Oh, already looked at this chart. People keep sending the same charts. You guys gotta be patient. What's this impulse entry idea when broke the high over here? Big move later on. Would it be good to take a sell or no? I think this would have been a little bit difficult because you had a range over here. You had a resistance right here. So it could have been a little difficult. So you might as well waited for this candle to close above. So I waited for this candle to close above this area before taking a buy. And it worked out pretty good. Reality of channels. Oh, nice. Parallel channels. Nice, nice. I think these channels only work if they happen after the fact. That's what I've seen. I may be wrong, but that's what I've noticed here in the past. Let's take a look over here. Sells at the break of the low, expecting price to retrace for continuation of buys. Not in this trade, but what are your thoughts on this retracement-based trade? I don't like these retracements at all. If I'm going to be taking a sell based on a retracement, it's going to be with price coming down, right? Creating a support. Once that support is formed, if we break that support, then I'm going to be looking for sells. But if we create a support and then we have a bullish candle forming, then obviously I'm going to be looking for buys. But if I'm looking for sells at a retracement, I want a support to be formed and then I want the support to be broken to take sells. What do you think of holding full position till the first clear rejection instead of securing 10 pips? I don't know. That's all up to you. I don't hold full position. I closed majority of my positions at 10 pips almost all the time. All right. Already looked at that chart. This is a took a buy after this 1 hour candle. Very nice, very nice, very nice. So I think you won the trade. I think it's good. All right, let's see here. No talks on silver. No, I don't talk on silver. I saw your Instagram. You took a Bitcoin trade the other day and closed it exponentially. Are you looking into trading Bitcoin? No. The commissions on Bitcoin are really high, so I'm not really looking into trading Bitcoin. And I don't have 2 profiles on Instagram. I only have 1 profile. There's another one profile that's scamming people with Bitcoin, so don't send them money, man. Some people are dumb enough to send them thousands of dollars, and then they complain to me, hey man, this guy, he stole my money. How can you get this money back from me? Sorry, I can't. Just don't send random people money on the internet. All right. Does it make sense to add risk back if the candle breaks the high? Right here, yes. Yes. If you do start breaking above, I think this is going to be a pretty good opportunity for price to continue moving bullish. So I think if we break above 150, 650, we can continue moving till oh yeah, it's like a 9 pip range at this point. So we'll need a support to be formed, I think. Yeah, a support to be formed to give us that confirmation that we can continue bullish. Okay, let's see here. Isn't there a support at 156.10? No, there's no support. The candle has to close bullish for a support to form. It hasn't closed bullish at all. Let's take a look at pound AUD. Pound AUD trade was pretty simple. The way I took it here in the morning over here. So the whole idea was that we made a high, came down, right? So look, we had resistance here. right? We had resistance right here. We had a candle close above resistance. The next candle closed above resistance as well. Next candle came down to retrace. The one after that closed bullish. So when it closed bullish, what happened? Support was formed. Boom, support formed. And then this was the entry right here with stops below the previous candle, anticipating price to continue moving up because we had clean range to the left hand side. That was it. It's pretty simple. Simple analysis, simple trades. But the idea is you got to wait for these situations to kind of like, formulate. Oh, wow. This thing is just moving over here, pound yen. Yeah, I think we're off at this point now. 30-minute broke its own high at this point. 11 minutes left for the candle to close. Yeah, this is gone. I'm looking for a potential buy above 158.50. Okay, and waiting for volume to come in my open push. Can you give me some feedback? Let's take a look over here. You're looking for price to break above this area. Okay. Yeah, it looks good. I think you should also look to see how this move coming up would also make sense. But if you're looking above 158.50, I think we'll have to wait and see how price reacts to this level, and then we can see if there's something, we could have done something differently if it just continues moving. But that idea looks good above, this area here. I think above 157.40 would also be pretty good on the 4-hour time frame, 1-hour time frame over here. How did you catch the second gold trade? I explained that in great detail in price action breakdowns in Slack. So I think you need to take a look at that. I posted that yesterday. What's this? Would you draw a resistance here? Yes. This is going to be a resistance right over here at this point. Wow, the way it's moving, it feels like it's going to continue moving over here. About 157.50. Seems like we're going to continue moving above this area. This candle is about to close in about 9 minutes. I think GA is also about to move up with this candle closing bullish. We got a clean range here till 179,000. Looking at GU, we're also trying to move up over here once again. Looking at 15-minute, we're kind of like breaking above this area. Clean, solid, heavy, bullish candle over here. Yeah, let's see how far we can go with this. I still have my runner running over here. It's about up 20 pips at this point. Can you please look at this? I don't know what happened here in the charts. Ronaldo Westp. Oh, wow, damn. We're breaking above 157.20. Ronaldo Westp from the Gulag. Let's see. Oh wow, damn. This is some crazy liquidity grab over here. Oof. Yeah, that's insane. Pound yen, forex.com. Yeah, I don't know what happened over there. That's a major liquidity grab. That happens at times, I think that mostly happens when there's low volume in the market, or when the markets are closing, when there's especially really low volume. That's most of the time where that happens. That happened on our platform as well, but not as big. I think it was a 24 pip spike that happened. I think it was like last week at around 5 p.m. Eastern when the markets closed. So, if you're holding positions after market close, just be careful for that not to happen. Can you capitalize on that? No, because the market is closed, the spreads are high. So whenever these things happen, the spreads, they widen up a lot, and mostly that's a wide spread at that point. Impulse buy above this area or wait for the candle to close? I think you'll have to wait for the candle to close above that area on gold. this chart right here. We'll have to wait for the candle to close. I'm going to be looking to add another entry once this candle closes bullish, the 15-minute candle, you know, and I basically wanted to close above this area here. If we close above this area, I'm going to add another entry, and my stops are going to be below this 15-minute candle, and we'll expect price to continue moving bullish. So we're going to see if adding a position there is going to work out. Gold 15-minute chart, buys above 1783. Yep, looks good. Looks good, looks good. This is problematic area. I think you're expecting volume to continue pushing through this area. So we'll see how that closes. Can you draw a risk to reward so we know where you entered? Yes, I'm gonna draw a risk to reward. When I entered this trade here, once this candle closes, I'm gonna add risk to reward. Oh, what's this question over here? I felt uncomfortable with the candle. Oh, the chart can't be displayed. I felt uncomfortable with the candle close to my trade. Should I have left the trade open since the wait for whatever the answer is? I'm fine today. I'd rather have no risk. Yeah, I think whoever is getting scared in trades, so whenever you're taking trades, right, and you're getting scared in the trades, don't close the whole position. Close 90% of the position. Close 80% of the position, but leave something running. You know, because there are a lot of times when you close positions and price still continues on your way and you're like, oh man, I should have left the position open. Just don't close the whole thing. Close like a partial position at that point. Are you not worried about the resistance we are at? No, because there's volume in the market, right? There's volume at this time, so we're expecting volume to continue driving price bullish. So you guys have to trust volume, right? Because okay, let's say if this candle closes bullish, and I take a buy right over here. My stop is going to be down over here. What's the worst that's going to happen? The worst that's going to happen is price is going to hit my stop loss and I'm going to lose exactly what I planned on losing, right? Oh wow, damn, that retracement. So I know some people took buys up over here. If you took buys up over here, man, you went in drawdown quick. So that's why it's important to wait for the candle to close. Let's take a look over here. Top of the wick on the 5-minute candle, took buys based on a 4-hour, didn't break through daily support, waited for GG to break, candle for entry, nice. It was risky, you had a small stop loss, and I think it worked over here. Gold is also starting to move above, 1783, so we'll have to wait. Hey, good day, Raja. Good day, Denton Burton. Is it okay for a trader to focus on 2 to 4 pairs? For your trading career after getting profitable? I think focus on maybe like 1 or 2 pairs. I focus on 1 or 2 pairs. That's what I do. Just focus on 1 or 2 pairs. Whenever you leave a runner, is it better to leave your stop loss at break even, or is it better to trail it? I honestly leave my stops at break even. Actually, you know what? I moved my stop below a candle wick. I moved my stop right over here. So this is it right here. So I moved my stop below that candle. It's my entry from down over here, moved it below the candle. So for people who don't know about magic keys, you can see right here, right? It says 2.5 lot open. I'm going to press close half and you'll see it's going to close 50%. See it close 50%. And if I press close half again, it's going to close another 50%. This magic keys right here. Close another 50%. So it's pretty quick. Man, I lost my new version. I'm still using the old one. I don't even have the new one. How can I learn trading? I think if you go to, I think the best way to learn trading is going to be through babypips.com. That's going to be your basics right there. I feel great just watching the charts because I look at the areas I would have entered, and price normally goes against me, but waiting for candles to close are major key to planning good entries. You know what? When you're starting out and you're waiting for the candles to close, for a long time, it may feel like you're just wasting your time because you're waiting for the candles to close, you're taking no trades for a stretch of maybe like 3-4 days, but that's the most crucial time to learn, because when you're learning and you're not waiting for candles to close and you're really kind of like, like, taking impulse trades and like, just by, and you're just taking trades because you want to be in a trade, you're going to take dumb losses. And when you take dumb losses, you're not going to quickly learn from that. So it's really important to just sit and watch to see how candles close. And then after the session, you need to look at the charts to see that, okay, where could you have entered the trades? What's this? Here's the risk management part. Entered as we broke above the high over here. GU closed 50% as the new candle broke the previous low. Okay, looks good, looks good. Close remaining position when the candle closed weak bullish. Oh, nice. Very nice risk management at that point. Kyle Reese donated $5. Thank you, thank you. Do you ever trade based on market sentiment, trading with or against the herd? No, not really. I just look at confirmation. So I was looking at buys here. If this candle closed bullish, but it didn't close bullish, so there's no buys at this point. So I'm just waiting for price to kind of like, create like a support and then continue on. Magic Keys is pretty nice, but if you can't trade without it, does it make sense to spend $150 on it? It depends, like for me, it's pretty handy because I do a lot of trade management. So it helps me out a lot. It saves me a lot of time, a lot of, mouse movement. So for me, it just made sense. That's why we made it, because I wanted something like that. When are the Magic Keys being shipped? They're being shipped out tomorrow, mostly tomorrow and day after tomorrow. Oh wow, look at this. Look at this 30-minute candle closing like a weak bearish candle. 15-minute candle also showing no love to continue going up. So if this candle closes a weak bullish candle, right? And if we break this low here around 15600, I think there's a very high probability we're going to continue moving down. Something we learned on Sunday. A candle closing with a small body, breaking the low right here. Yeah, it's going to be a pretty good idea for price to continue down. It's going to be a classic impulse entry. So if this candle breaks the low at this point, I think we can continue moving bearish. So we're going to see if that happens or not. Hey Raja, I feel like I'm gonna quit trading. Feel so demotivated. Any advice? Just focus on 1 or 2 trades, man. If you're taking a bunch of trades, it's definitely not gonna work. If you're over trading, it's not gonna work. Over risking, it's not gonna work. I see it every day. You over risk, there's a very high probability you're gonna lose in the long term. So you find success mostly on support resistance, yes, but also by reading candles. Oh wow, gold rejected 1783. Will you close your runner if you're looking for sells? I actually closed my runner right here. So we'll see. Is the video from Sunday on your YouTube channel? No, it was for the Market Fluidity members. So we're going to see here in a bit if we break below the low to continue down. Do you ever think you risk too little? Yes, I used to think that, and it's a very normal situation to be in when you feel like you're risking too little. All right, let's take a look at this chart here. This is GP CAD taking a buy once we break above the high over here for price to move up. Yeah, it looks good. We have a bit of a minor resistance here. We need to cross this area. This concept of waiting for price to make a high, retracement, enter, and candles break a high is just the easiest concept ever. Entered as price broke the highs over here. Oh, nice. Closed full at 11 pips. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, pound yen is still open at this time. If you're taking impulse entry in GJ, where your stop is going to be, I think if it breaks below the low, my stop is going to be above this current candle. But since this candle is forming right now, previous candle rejected this minor resistance, so we got to wait. We got to wait to see where it's going to close, and then we can kind of like, do something based on that. FX change. Been trading over 2 years and I'm not making consistent profits. Now I'm on the verge of quitting because I'm so depressed. Well, then quit. I mean, it's not doing you any good at this time. Just maybe it's time to just stop trading. Because at the end of the day, if you can't control yourself in the market, it's always going to be a sad situation, right? So or maybe like take a month-long break, or maybe take like a week-long break, week away from the charts. And also, it's always to just focus on, okay, listen, this is what I tell guys. I tell guys, hey, the best thing to do is to just focus on 1 or 2 trades a day. That's it. You focus on 1 or 2 trades. It's going to take time. You're going to feel like you're wasting time, you're wasting energy, you're wasting like your time on the charts, but that's your discipline that you have to learn. Like 1 or 2 trades a day, that's it. It goes a very, very long way, because the more time you spend on the charts, the more you get emotionally attached to the outcomes, the more you get emotionally attached to the money you're losing or the money you're making. And it's a very, very difficult situation at that time. So you got to take breaks. Taking breaks is a pretty good idea. If GJ keep going, if you see to the GJ left break resistance, yeah, if it continues going, it continues going. All I got to do is just wait. See this 30-minute candle? If this closes bullish, very, very high probability we're going to continue up. If the 15-minute candle breaks the previous low, then very high probability we're going to continue down. Not in the trade, but would this circled area make you not confident in taking buys? No, because we talked about this like 4 times. And this was taken based on the 1-hour momentum, and then we switched over to the 30-minute momentum right here for price to move up. And we actually did talk about this like 4 times. I broke this trade down. Oh, it's EJ. Oh, my bad. Yeah, I think this candle closing bullish could give you some confirmation for price to move up. Not over here, because here we were making a high at this time. But this is the same scenario that happened on GA right here. Right? So if I switch over to GA, let's look at the 30-minute time frame right over here. You see this right here on GA, and the same idea happening on your JPY on the 30-minute, on the 15-minute time frame. Right over here. So now we need this candle to continue breaking the highs for price to continue bullish. When I'm using a pro account, I have lower spreads and have to pay commissions? Yes. At the time when I was losing and had to take a break, I looked at my trades and learned where I was doing wrong. Since then, we have been consistent. Oh, nice, beautiful. Consistency comes in strong. All right, what's this? Mr. Taranjeet Singh. Hey, bro, I'm risking 0.25%, taking 2 to 3 trades daily, but have no consistency. Trading London, and I'm only risking much more. Should I learn with 0.25% or less? I think it's good. I think if you're losing trades, look to see what could you have done differently in those losing trades. When I lose a trade, I always look to see that, okay, how could I have done things differently? And 90, if not 90%, maybe 80% of the time it works for me. And I think, Yeah, look at this. Pound yen is setting up nicely over here. If you do break below, let's say 150,600, like a 7-8 pip stop for price to really continue moving bearish. Gold is also being very, very difficult in that range. Pound yen is also starting to come down over here now. Potentially starting to break. Oh, there we go. We're breaking below this area over here. We're breaking below this area. This is where I executed a small sell at this time, having stops above the previous candle and anticipating price to continue bearish. Should be pretty good, you know, should be good. We're breaking below this area, stops are above the current candle. This is something we were talking about. So, you know, we've also had this huge rejection from 157.20. So as long as so now here's the thing, right? Now when we're talking about based off of risk management, if price stays below, let's say 150, 620 or 610, it's good, you know, but if this candle closes above 150, 620, then I'm going to be closing my entire position because that would mean that price is respecting this support. So if price is respecting support, there's no need to be in a losing position. So if someone's copying this trade, just don't copy trades. Take trades based on how you feel comfortable, you know, manage risk. Yeah, the number one thing is just manage risk, man. Been at the same place for 3 months, no real gains, no real losses on my account. How long can I expect to be in the land of funk? Well, I think in the past 3-4 days, I've seen profitable trades, so that's still some sort of a progress over here. Let's take a look at gold. Gold is still in this ranging position over here. Your JPY is also starting to move bullish at this time. Okay, so right here, I closed 50% of my position. Right here, I closed 50% of my position. And I'm letting the rest run. The trade you just took on GJ, was that because you are experienced in the markets? Yes. Because me personally, I wouldn't take this. Yes. So like most trades I take are based on experience and what you've seen over and over and over again. So, you know, I'm still in this trade, still good, you know, closed 50%, didn't close the whole thing. So if it does, I mean, we still got around 4 minutes left. So if the candle closes below, you know, 150, 600, I think there's still room for price to continue down. It's better entry for sell. What's this? Better entry for sell once candle break previous bullish low. Yeah, I think this is a very choppy movement here for gold, to be honest. It's extremely choppy over here. Any updates on Magic Keys? Yes, so we'll be shipping tomorrow and day after tomorrow. All right, let's take a look at this chart on GU. Oh, it's the wrong chart sent in the Gulag. Oh. Hey, Raja, any trades on Euro JPY I can take? Well, that's a very specific question. I think you may want to take a buy above 130, 860 or 850. That could be a pretty good idea for price to moving up. I have Magic Keys and want to know how to get a pip counter. I I think you need to update the software. So if you update to the new version, I think that's going to bring up the pip counter. Hey, Raja mate, that was a bad trade you took. Oh, that's okay. It's not over until the candle closes.
Good morning, Raja.
Hey, good morning, Albert. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. The GJ cell is looking like a gold cell actually, because
No.
we have the rejection
Yeah.
and then break the previous low on 50.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking for gold sells below 1777.
Yeah, the gold cell happened already when he break the previous low
Yeah.
on the support. Yeah, there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree with that. But like, I'm looking for gold sells below 1777.
Ah, okay.
No, 1778. This area here.
Yeah, it's more clear.
Yeah. You have the support here as well.
Hmm.
What are magic keys, if I may ask? The link is on the screen, so you can just go to that website and it's going to show you what's happening. Will you add position back once it breaks a 15-minute low? No, I'm not adding positions back. This is my third trade for today, and I'm not adding any positions to this idea here at all. So if it closes bearish below 150, let's say 610, I'm going to leave the trade open, and if we continue down, perfect. If we continue back up, it is what it is. We can manage risk at that time. It's like a 15 pip range on gold here. Okay, what's this? Peaches Raja, what's your opinion? Peaches. Someone said send peaches in the gulag there. Okay, let's take a look here. This is... Ooh, sells on gold over here. Okay, nice, nice. You made it. Alright, so right here, I closed my entire position. Right here. I closed everything right over here. So this was like a what? 3 pip loss over here. Closed everything because it just didn't make sense, It didn't really formulate, so it is what it is. Let's see here. So I had a pound yen buy trades. Trade 1. There was a pound yen buy I took earlier on, which ran for about 15 pips. Then trade 2 was a GJ sell minus 3 pips. And with that, I'm done for the day today. Took 3 trades, GA buys, GJ buys, and then sells here, and then that's it. We also got the 30-minute candle closing over. It's still getting nasty over here now. It's starting to range at this point now. Hey, Raja and guys, Mr. Santi Marino. My strategy works very well when the market is trending, of course, but it does not when it's sideways. Well, of course, that's very normal. So should I just trade when there's a trend? Absolutely, because trend is your friend. And you should only trade the trend. When market is sideways, just stay away from it. Please stay away from an FTMO account management group called D2R, run by Max Zuniga. They are scammers. Please learn to trade on your own. Learn from Raja. He's the real deal. D2R. Let's take a look here. D2R. Oh. Is this it? Plan your day tomorrow. Don't spoil your fast by backbiting. Oh, this is some religious group over here. Oh, D2R management. Entertainment and sports management. Yeah, I don't know. No idea. All right, let's take a look over here. This is GU 1 hour chart. Stops below. Currently on 30-minute candle for price to move up. Okay. Let's take a look over here. Let's take a look at all the time frames. 30-minute candles moving bullish. Very nice, very nice. Candle's about to close in about 12 minutes here. And if we stay bullish, I think there's a very high probability for price to continue moving up here. Hey, Arnis donated €5. Hey, I would like to buy video file with full your last Sunday webinar. Is it possible? No, it's not possible. They are not for sale. Buys when price break above this high for price to move up. Nice. See, so if this candle continues moving bullish on GU, I think we can continue up till like 1.39280. Oh, dreams to reality. Believe and succeed. Begin your journey with D2R investments. See, from what I've learned being in the industry is that when someone says you need to invest and they dress like this, just stay away from it. You know, I mean, investments, they don't work. Especially when people, you know, I mean, I don't know, I don't want to say something bad, but when I see this with gold chains and D2R, I'm just like, nah, I'm not gonna give my money to you guys. Let me see some licenses. Let me see something. You know, let me see at least something. Let me see some results, you know. Let me see some MetaTrader history. Let me see some trades you've taken in the past. Because I don't know, man. Like a fancy website, clothes, and some chart work doesn't really tell you that you're good. That's what I've learned in the industry. You know, I may be wrong, but like that's what I've learned. You know. So too much OG style, that's not good. You gotta stay from the OG. Oh, we are the OGs. No, no one's an OG. Second chance for GJ sells? Not right now. So this is it, right? So support has been formed. Candle went below this area, closed above. So for sells to really work out, you would need the candle to close below this area. This is the difference between waiting for impulse entries and waiting for the candle to close. The support is formed now, so you need a candle to close below to give you that confirmation that now we can continue down. So you'll need a candle to kind of like close below that support to be able for the next candle to continue down. So it's going to be a tricky situation. Let's take a look at this chart over here. This is a GBP AUD. Yeah, also we're creating this resistance over here as well. Right here, we're creating a resistance. So we need to break above this area now. Let's take a look at this gold chart. Entry once we broke the low. Nice, nice. Yeah, I know a lot of people took that. Gold sell. Oh wow, looks like GJ is moving over here now. Yeah, I'm not giving this trade a second chance. I'm just, if I was watching this, I would just want to like, you know, wait for the candle to close. And during my wait period, if it does continue bearish, then I missed the trade. You know, that's still fine because I was waiting for confirmations. Hey, once I build enough commissions for Dominion Markets to join your mentorship group, do I have to wait for the opening, or you can join automatically? Yeah, so you can join automatically once you get to the required commission level. All right, Bitcoin trade. I remember this trade over here. Played out perfectly. CapitalCenturyGroup.org. Yes, that's another one. Capital Century Group. That's another investment, sort of like a investment thing. You know, that's a new thing. You know, you're young and you want to look professional. You start an investment office, investment thing, and Yeah, it's just very a delicate situation over there. Paul Harris, brother, you can just ask questions without sending money, to be honest. Small GJG, I profits all by myself. Love learning from you. Without doubt, you are number one live trader. I'm something learning every day. Oh, nice. Thank you, man. Too kind. Too kind. The guys from D2R only have 2 months of Forex experience. Oh. Wow, it looks like GJ is going to start breaking down here further at this point. 150, 460 could be the place where it may come down to do a retest. Hey Raja, what do you think of this impulse entry I took and how I handled it? Thank you for inspiring us gulags. Oh, okay, let's take a look over here. Let's take a look over here. Oh, let's see. Oh, nice. Very nice. 90% risky, but you made it work. Beautiful. You know, I bet someone from D2R is going to send me a message on Instagram later on. Hey, man, why are you talking bad about us, man? but, but there's a very high probability I'm not going to see it because I get a lot of messages anyway. Let's take a look at GA. GA also rejected that area there. I think it may be time for some sort of a retracements here. I was watching Trading Nut last night, and the interview with Raja and the Tend one both said we all have expectations of trades going 40 to 60 pips, but in reality, the 1% secure brings you a long way. Yes, that's true. You know, because at the end of the day, we all want trades to run into 60 pip profits and 100 pip profits, but most of the time, it's what's securing 1% a day is going to bring you to where you want to be over, like, you know, a long period of time. Because when I first came to the industry, I would see people making hundreds and thousands of dollars a month, you know, and I was like, oh wow, I want to do that. And I went head first in trying to do that, and it 90% of the time it wasn't working out, you know. I was like, man, how come are these people always winning and I'm the one always losing? It doesn't make any sense. Everyone's winning all the time and I'm just losing every day, day after day, day after day. I'm like, man, there's something wrong with me, you know. And then I figured out that, okay, no one's showing their history, no one's showing all the trades they're taking. Like, if you look at Instagram, right, you look at Instagram, you look at all the gurus, all they have are the fancy cars and their monthly subscriptions. That's all they have. So you put two and two together, you start to understand where all that comes from, and it's all the same. They never lose, right? They all have random profits that they show, just random profits, no monthly history, let alone a 6-month history, nothing, you know. And that's what I saw when I came to the industry. And then I saw, okay, like, you know what, like, if I make it, I'm going to change something from it, you know. I'm going to make a change, and I'm pretty glad that I made it. And now, you know, this is a change we're showing now. What's this here? I keep hitting my stop loss when I keep my positions too long open, even making profits. However, I always hit my TP after I close my position. Any tips for me? Greetings from Belgium. I think what's happening at this time is you're having some sort of a confidence issue, right? So if you're having confidence issues and you're closing, let's say, you're closing positions all the time because you're getting scared, I think the best thing to do is to close maybe 90% of the position. Don't close the whole thing. Close like partials at that time. Oh, someone's in sell zone GJ over here. Very nice. Beautiful.
Hey Roger, how are you?
Hey Monder, I'm good, good. How are you?
Good, good. I just have a quick question. Do you think that since we have clean candles to the left, do you think price could go all the way down to 150, 160?
150, 160?
Yeah. Well, not all the way, but because it's clean, so price could just keep pushing down.
Yeah, I mean, there's a resistance at 150,
Yes.
450.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Yeah, I think we'll need to see a candle close below this area to be able to go down to 150, 150 or
Okay.
160. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was looking into the buys, and then because we found the resistance and the rejections out there, so basically you would just go with what you see, and then we see the big bullish, with big bearish candle. So sells do make sense, but I still need the candle to close. That's why I was asking if it's possible to go all the way down.
Yeah. Yeah. So if we close below 150, let's say 450, 430, then yes, we can.
Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, no problem. Because then on the 1 hour time frame, this move up could be a fake out, and if we come back in the range, then obviously we can go back down in this range here.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Let's see here. What happened with the challenge with Ty? I don't do challenges. I can't join Zoom today, but can you give some advice? Oh, advice on what? Oh, Jonathan, why can't you join Zoom, man? You're in Slack. How come you're in the gulag today? Man went to the gulag. All right. Oh, wow. Look at this. Wait for support to be formed in order to break it. No, nice. Nice one. Yeah, if I were to give this trade a second chance, I would have given this trade a second chance once we broke below the lows over here, the previous wick. That's where I would have given the trade a second chance for these sells.
Yeah, rakeel, I took those sells just now. Second.
Oh, nice. Very nice. What's this here? In Forex Factory, I found this indicator called Logan Indicator. It almost confluence with your strategy. Oh, nice. All right, gold is coming back over here above 1783, coming close. We will monitor this and we'll see if price is going to continue moving bullish here. Wouldn't the second chance in GJ will be a small range? Yeah, it'll be a small range, but you know, I mean, whoever took it, they took it. I wouldn't have taken it. I mean, if I wouldn't have taken 2 trades and if I just had taken 1 trade, I would have taken that trade for price to move down. And then at the end of the day, it's all about confidence that, okay, do we really think price is going to continue bearish at this time? Can Dominion Markets be one of the brokers on funding talent? You know what? We're going to start a conversation around that with them and we'll see how far that goes. If you lose your first trade, then take a second and lose that. Would you give the second trade a second chance? No. No, like giving the second trade a second chance is going to be like taking a third trade after 2 losses. So it's going to be a very delicate situation there. Stumbled across your live trading session yesterday, tuned in all day yesterday, and subscribed. Great info and a lot of stuff to learn. Oh, nice, Mr. Scottish Enduro Boys. So for you people who haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and give a like on the stream. Because when you give a like on the stream, a lot of people know about this stream, and I think we all can learn a lot from each other. Does it depend on experience, or is it just never a good idea to execute 2 trade ideas at the same time? I think you can execute 2 trades ideas at the same time. At the end of the day, you need to understand, are you taking a 3rd trade or a 4th trade? For me, if I take 2 trades, I'm very rarely going to take a 3rd trade, you know? So let's see here. Let me show you. So if I go to today, right? So take a look at this. My first trade was my normal trade. Second trade, normal trade. Third trade, I took a small risk. You know, so when I'm going for, you know, a 3rd trade or 4th trade, I'm really lowering down my risk. I'm not keeping the same risk. You know, so that's why I focus on 1 or 2 trades a day. That's it. But if the 3rd trade shows up and I really want to take it, I'm going to use a very low risk on that trade. Funding talent challenge is giving 80-20 every 2 weeks. Oh, yeah, I'm not sure about their payouts, to be honest. Wow, gold is just doing somersaults over here. Crazy. Up, down, up, down. Damn. Gold doesn't know where to go today. GA is also rejecting. Let's take a look at GU here. Ooh, GU also rejected there. 15-minute candle came crashing down. Yeah, things are getting pretty difficult at this time. We're getting pretty wonky over here, guys, so gotta be careful. How often in your experience on the 15-minute on GJ have you seen sells play out when the candle retraces from support and it breaks that support? I would say it's pretty difficult to say how many times. I would say maybe 60% of the time, 70% of the time, but I'm still willing to give it a shot. I'm still willing to give it a shot, but I'm going to use a lower risk if that happens on a 15-minute. If this candle happened on the 30-minute, I would have used probably 50% of my position, 60% of my position, but not the whole thing though. How would we have anticipated rejection on GU? We couldn't have anticipated rejection on GU. Couldn't have. The only way we could have if this candle closed bearish. That's the only way. First trade and first win on Dominion markets. Almost 5% for the day. Oh, beautiful, man. You're smashing the banks today. When you win, you're smashing the banks. Just remember that. Because all the withdrawals, they come from the banks. I do think if gold breaks 1784, we're good to continue. Yes, I think so too. I'm also looking at gold over here to break above 1783, 1784 for price to continue bullish. We also have NY open at this time, so let's see what happens here. Let's bring the space station down. This stream is brought to you by Coca-Cola. Rocking the Coca-Cola shirt here today. The $12 shirt I bought maybe a year ago. This is the best shirt I own. Hasn't shrunk at all. Didn't shrink at all. It's been through a lot of washes. My wife hates it. She's yeah, the Walmart one. This shirt I bought from Walmart. She's like, why you keep wearing that shirt? It's so embarrassing. I'm like, no, it's not. It fits good. What do you mean? Coca-Cola shirt with some dad sneakers. You know those shoes that dads wear, those white sneakers. Some dad sneakers.
Sketches.
Yeah, the Skechers. Well, they're comfy. What's this? GU entry based on right overhead. Oh yeah, stop loss below the current 30-minute candle, close entire position. Yeah, it's pretty difficult here. You think all pound pairs had a little toe. Oh wow, man, these things are reversing now. See when this thing happens, when price moves up, down, that's when you should be like, all right, you know what? I'm just gonna chill. Would you execute on gold even though you've taken 3 trades today? You know what? The way price is moving and we have NY open right now, I think there could be a move happening at NYSE open. So around an hour and a half from now. So we'll see what happens till that time. You see this? We're trying to teach my son about money. He knows about money now. So he bought this cashier, right? He's got his own till over here. So he does like subtractions and this and that. And I'm like, all right, how much do I cost? And he goes, doot. And then he takes out the money and then yeah. Pretty cool stuff. Toys are pretty cool, man, these days.
Starting them young, Raja.
Yeah, starting them
You'll be
young.
doing your taxes soon.
Yeah, we brought some cash from Pakistan. We have these red notes here, so he plays with these. These are 100 rupees. Each 100 rupee is $1. And this is a lot. 300 rupees. You can buy one loaf of bread from 100 rupees, $1. Will you keep speaking English with your kids after? Yeah, so they know both languages. They know English and they know our native language too. Oh, someone's in GJ buys over here. All right. Yeah, all we got to do is break above, I think, 156.70 to be in the clear for price to continue moving. See this 30-minute candle? If it closes above 156.50, I think we can continue moving up. Which broker? Oh, yeah, was that Nick?
I was gonna say the cash register.
What? The cancer?
The cash register.
Oh, the cash register. Yeah. The cash register. Can you please review your beautifully profitable trade scams? Thank you, thank you. Yeah, probably over the weekend. I'm going to review all the trades. We're going to do a video there. If I take a trade, I lose more than I gain, even with the same amount of pips. What could be the cause? The cause is that you're not applying risk management, you know. And I think when we come towards trading, the most important thing we need to understand is risk management. Like if you're taking losses, how can you reduce that loss? That's the most important thing. That's something I learned in the last 2 years, you know, how to reduce my losses, because you're going to take losses regardless, you know. And now you got to figure out that, okay, if you're taking a losing trade, what can you do to really reduce that loss? You know, and then you're going to reduce that loss. Like my previous trade, I had a 5 lot and my risk was almost 10 pips, which is $500. And I entered the trade with a $260 loss, you know, so I lost less. So I lost like 50% of what I planned on losing. So that's something very important. And that's actually a skill as well, that how can you lose less than what you've planned to lose? How do you do risk management on a 0.01 lot? You can't. I mean, you can't go lower than 0.01. All right, so maybe try 0.02 so that you can reduce lot size. Vehan, you got to open your wallet a little bit, bro. Maybe pump it up to 0.02. Just a little bit. All right, looks like your JPY is about to break above this area. Gold is also about to break above 1783. Why do that when you're losing? Well, then you're going to learn how to manage risk. You know, that's a part of trading as well. Oh, gold reversed from that area. Damn, gold is playing games. Gold is playing games here. You got to be careful with gold. GJ also playing games over here. Yeah, I'm staying away. This is where I put my hands together and just like sit tight and I don't do anything. What can we use for proof of residence? Probably something with your address on it. Thanks to you watching your trade gold for about 3 months, I finally started executing in gold setups after learning how it moves. What do you think about this gold sells? Let's take a look over here. Oh wow, it looks like a lot of people almost pressed buys on gold. And they didn't. Wow, very nice. Clapping for all of you who didn't press the buys on gold. Yeah, good job. And for people who did press buys on gold, man, that was the drawdown you didn't want to have. All right. Let's take a look over here. This is a sell on gold. Executed sells once 5 minute broke below support, took sells, filled the wick, secured 15 pips. Beautiful, very nice. Very, very nice. How many withdrawals have you guys processed as broker? I don't know. I think yesterday I got the reports. It was like we processed around 52,000 in withdrawals so far. Yeah, around 52, something like that. 52, 54. This was about like 2 days ago, so I'm not sure till now. All right. Sometimes I see my trades go in profits till 8 to 9 pips, and then the price comes down to my break even. Thinking if this thing happen, should I secure 50%? I think if you're securing 50%, I think you should secure more than 50%. Maybe securing 90%. You know, secure as much as you can. That's something I always look at. Whenever I'm securing positions, I try to secure as much as I can. You know, because when you're securing positions, that means you're securing money from the market. So you got to secure the most amount from the market as you can. You know, if you secure 50%, that means you're leaving 50% on the table. Don't do that. Be greedy when you're securing money from the markets, because think about this, right? The market is always greedy to take your money. It's never going to say, hey man, listen, I'm going to let you close the loss right now and I'm going to let you pass for this one. No, market is never going to say that. Market is going to say, all right, I'm going to take all of that.
No, we can.
You know, so whenever you're securing, secure the most you can and then let the rest run. Who are you using at liquidity? That's overstepping right there. All right, so we're breaking above this resistance here on your JPY. This candle is also about to close on a 15-minute time frame. Beautiful, beautiful. Our brokers are always monitoring your account. No, that's what losing traders always say. We can't monitor accounts, man. What do you think? We have 1,000 people watching 1,000 accounts at the same time? No, it's impossible. All right, this candle's about to close in about a minute over here. Let's see if we have any news at 8:30. I don't think we have any major news coming on here today. So we have nothing happening here today. Nothing happening. We have some CB Consumer Conference at 10 a.m. and then that's it. We have CPI later on. Ooh, we have FOMC tomorrow. Damn, this will be interesting. This will be interesting to see what happens. How do brokers make their money? Through commissions. Brokers make their money through commissions. So the more people trade, the better their trade, the more commissions are generated as profits for the brokerages. You know, so that's why at Dominion Markets, we want to make sure people trade good. That's why we have magic keys and education. And, you know, that's why we call out trades so that you guys can trade good. And when you trade good, more commissions are made for the brokerages. Let's see here. Another trade on Bitcoin. Oh, nice. Breaking above the highs. Oh, nice. So this is also working on cryptos over here. Beautiful. So your JPY closed above this area as well. So now we'll see if we're going to continue moving up over here or not. 30-minute candle still open over here. It's going to be a very tricky situation. I think if it's really going to continue moving bullish, this candle has to respect the low of the previous candle for it to continue up. Do you accept deposits from other brokerages? If it's through crypto, yes, but it can take some time. You know, it's going to take longer than expected. We've had some people do that before, so it just takes longer than expected. Let's take a look at this chart over here. I entered buys as supposed to be high volume time with the confirmations. What could I have done differently? Entered buys. Yeah, there was no confirmation for buys at this point. There was no confirmations for buys at this point because this is a very, very strong resistance here. You can see how many candles came up to this area and rejected. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you needed a candle to close above this area for price to continue up. And this is what we were watching here as well. So you needed the candle to close above this area for buys to work out. So let's do some fresh analysis over here on GJ. So this is what we got right here. right? This is what we got. We got a resistance forming right here on the 30-minute time frame. And the reason why we have a resistance here is because we had a bullish candle, we had a bearish candle, resistance formed. Next candle respected this area. If this candle closes above resistance, I think it's paving the way for the next candles to continue moving bullish. So the trend is still bullish. The bias is still bullish over here a little bit.
Hey, Rakeel.
So,
Hey.
Raj, did you say if the 30-minute candle closes above, then it's likely it'll go bullish?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like. Yeah, good. Thank you.
Yeah, also if we start breaking the highs around 156.70, yeah.
Hey, Rakeel, how are you?
Hey, good, good. How are you?
Good, bro, good, bro. Just wanted to ask a question for NYSE. Okay, I was just looking into this idea on if we break above 150.850 and the NYSE open can create a tail and then break the high, would that be a good opportunity because we have clean candles to the left?
Yeah, but how do you know NYSE is going to break above 158.50?
No, because I'm just thinking about that because I've seen that setup happen most of the times in NYSE. So that's just like one of the ideas that buys for me because I honestly feel 750 is like, like forcing a trade.
Yeah. Yeah, the way I'm looking at this is that if we close above, let's say 156.70, and we get closer towards the 4-hour candle close, because the 4-hour candle is going to close over here in about, 40 minutes, and we got a really, really strong resistance at this point. So we would need the next 4-hour candle, which also means the 30-minute and the 1-hour candles to break above 157.50 to continue bullish. Right, and for that, I mean, this is a really strong zone here, 157.50. If you look on the 4-hour, really, really strong zone. So we would need some volume to break through this area, and that volume is going to come with, I would say, NYSE, most probably.
Okay, thank you, bro.
Yeah, you're welcome. So we'll have to wait to see how these candles actually close over here. Your JPY is also being really tricky over here as we're coming to the 4-hour candle close and the 30-minute candle close. Gold is still up back at 1783, so I think it's important to wait for this candle to close. Got around 10 minutes. Or if the 5-minute candle can close above, maybe we can take a buy on the next. Well, I can take a buy. Maybe I'm not going to take a buy, but I'm just executing. Oh, wow. Damn. Went straight up. Yeah, I'm going to wait because this is too volatile at this time. It was a 1-second move. There was actually a gap on the 1 minute. If you look on the 1 minute. Yeah, I'm not doing anything over here. I'm just going to wait. Still got some time left for this 5-minute candle to close. I mean, if it starts pumping up or if someone's in buys at this point, good. But yeah, I'm staying away from this. Kervin might come on and say, oh, nice buys. waiting for Kervin. Okay, let's see here. It's pretty good, thanks. Recently started EST Mon challenge, which is going well so far. Definitely being more patient. Has your trade? Oh, nice, nice. So I think people are talking to each other there in the gulag there. Can you take a look at my trade from London session? Jeremy Taylor. Let's take a look here. What will be the target for gold? Well, mini banks. I think you need to send a chart on what you think is going to be the target, and then we can take a look at that and advise accordingly. Mini banks. Mini banks should be telling us what the target is rather than asking for the target. Price broke below support. Nice. Yeah, I think it was a pretty good trade here. Broke below support. You entered sells. You had clean candles to the left hand side. Are the magic keys released from customs? No. They asked for everyone's name and addresses, so we just gave them all the names and addresses. And then they will come to your door and ask you why you need the magic keys. And based on your answer, they'll give you the magic. Just be patient. Be patient. We'll start shipping tomorrow and day after tomorrow. Man's want to know all the details. Why don't you go release them for us?
Mine's on the way, apparently.
Oh, nice. See, it's on the way. It's like 7 oceans away from Canada to Australia. Can I join your Zoom chat if I'm in the Slack community? Yes. I think I had a dream with magic keys in it. Yes. Nice, 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 nice. For gold, don't we have volume in the current 4-hour candle? Yes, we do. This 5-minute candle is about to close. I think the next 5-minute can continue pushing up over here. Let's see how far we can go. We have like, oh wow, at least 1788, 1789. Get clean candles on the left hand side. I'm not in this trade. I would generally want this 5-minute to close, and I would want the next 5-minute to break the high for price to continue up. Ideally, that would be the best case scenario for gold to continue bullish. Everything else is just nasty right now. GJ, nothing happening. Ranging, your JPY, wow, it just came back down over here. 30-minute candle does not want to go up. How come you conclude that gold will go to 87 or 88? It's because we have clean candles to the left hand side. If you look to the left hand side, and this is the first rejection area we have around 1787, 1788 right here. If you look on the 15-minute time frame, yeah, that's like a rejection on 15 minutes. So if you drop down to the 5-minute, you can see some sort of a market structure right here. So that's how, oh, there we go. This is a new 5-minute candle starting. I think if this one can break the high right here at 1785, we can continue pushing bullish. Yeah, it could be a pretty nice move if you break the high. Stops could be below this 5-minute candle or somewhere around, 1784, 20, 1784 even. Oh, nice. Beautiful. Yeah. Once we break the high, I think there's enough volume for price to continue moving. I'm going to slide my phone to you so you can pass this FTMO challenge for me. You'd pass it in a day. I don't know, man. That's a lot of responsibility. Gold got spread. Yes, gold got spread. Gold has a pretty high spread, Gold has like almost like a 2-pip spread, 1.7, 1.8. Let's see here. What's this? Do you agree with buys if 30-minute on GU closes above resistance? Let's take a look here. GU closes above resistance. Yes, I do agree with that. This candle is about to close in about 3 minutes as well. How much money do I need on gold to open a 0.5 lot? I think around $500, $600 should be pretty good. I mean, there's a lower leverage on gold. Oh, damn, this thing is retracing over here. Wow. Gold is breaking hearts. Crazy. Good thing I didn't execute on this trade over here on gold. I would have been I would have had a net loss here for the day.
It seems like gold is testing you, Raja.
Yeah, but I gotta follow my rules, man. I already took 3 trades, and I'm not looking to take a 4th trade.
Yeah.
Nope. If you're taking 20 lots on 50,000, would you take 40 lots on 100K? No, I'm not gonna do that. That's a lot, man. 40 lots is a lot. That's a lot of money to lose. You know, I'm not willing to lose that much. Maybe this is a retracement for the 4-hour candle close. It's about to happen here soon. We got the new 30-minute candle also coming at this time. So far, everything is ranging. GJ is ranging, GU is ranging. Your JPY is also ranging over here. Bro, how early you came on the charts before the stream? Well, let me tell you this, right? So we're fasting at this time, right? So when we're fasting, I have to be up at like 4:15 in the morning to eat. And then by 5 a.m., I'm just looking at the charts, answering emails, you know, doing some work here and there. And then I'm seeing some opportunities, and then I'm sort of like executing on those opportunities. So fasting is making me take some trades here, you know, so that's why I had a GA trade earlier on. Mr. Arnis Gurbunos, you understood me wrong. I mean, the question was, is it possible to buy the access to your last Sunday webinar? Or yes, that's what I said. You cannot buy that webinar. That webinar is not for sale. It's for the yeah, you can't buy it. I don't want to talk much about that. Who's it for? But you can't buy it. You need to be in the membership to get access to the webinar, because it's just not about that one webinar. It's about the whole thing. It's about the way we have things laid out. You know, it's just not one webinar. My man, can you look at the charts whenever he wants? Oh, is Forex halal? Yes. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. Rejected at 4-hour resistance, pound yen 30-minute chart looks good. Rejected on 30-minute time frame. Possible downside to mirror support. Oh, you took a sell right here. Took an entry once it broke the 30-minute low. Okay, so first of all, this thing had to be over when you took the trade, because this seems like you took a trade based when the candle was bullish. I left 80%, my risk hit break even, the rest 20%, last 15-minute high, okay. Take a trade below the last, yeah, you should have taken the trade once you broke the lower right here, but this is really confusing me right here. It should have been where you took the trade. It's not where you should have taken the trade. So with this, I think this was the point where you should have taken the sell right here, once we break the low for price to continue down. In Pakistan, they have almost closed all foreign brokers. Oh, that's fine. That's the whole beauty about a crypto brokerage, that it's anonymous, it's not foreign. And that's where most people are moving now. You know, you look at IC markets, you look at Vantage FX, they're all moving offshore where there are less restrictions. You know, so that's why they can still provide, you know, higher leverage away from the ASIC regulations of lower leverages. What's this? Hey, I'm a bit confused. It shows me 1 minute candle on pound yen, gapped from, then 1 minute made. Oh, I have no idea what you're looking at. But gold did not do what it was supposed to do. It just went straight down. Wow, man, crazy. I hope whoever was in gold buys has a stop loss, man, because the way it's moving at this point, I have no idea what gold is planning to do. This is just stay the hell away. Forex is speculated. For some instance, yes, it is, but for the most part, it's more of kind of like waiting for price to print what you want it to print. You know, that's what it is for the most part. Yeah, I think this is the time where you just, you know, you look at gold and you say, okay, I guess we're just going to stay away from gold now, or we're just going to, like, you know, just close the charts and call it a day. We have around 3,200 people watching right now. This went down from 3,900 today. I think it was all because of gold. Gold did some somersaults today. Broke hearts today, man, to be honest. Just brutal today. Absolutely brutal. Okay, let's see here. Gold fake out 2 small losses but manage risk. This ranging stuff is a killer. Thanks for what you do, Todd Corbin. Nice. Yeah, I think the sooner you realize price is ranging and it's not doing what you expected it to do, and you just call it a day after that, better off you're going to be. You know, because there's no point in kind of like, you know, like sticking on the charts and really trying to force trades or trying to see where price is going to go. It's just very difficult at that point. How do you get rid of the fear of taking a loss? By planning what you want to lose. You know, that's the best way to get over the fear of a loss. Nowadays, I managed to get rid of my losses more. Still remember the first 2 months with you, I'm still having lots of losses. After 4 months now, lesser losses. Nice. Lesser losses, that's what we want to see. We have 860 likes so far on the stream. Let's get it to 1,000 likes. I think this was a character building day here today for most people. But if you got enticed into overtrading, man, it's just got really difficult at this point. Overtrading works for nobody. You got to be very careful. I always tell this to guys, like, listen, there's only 2 ways you will always lose money in market. Only 2 ways. The first way is to when you overtrade. The second is when you over risk. That's it. There's no other reason you're going to lose money in the market. Entered as price broke the candle high, broke above resistance, looked good. Price candle to the left, closed full, closed another 50%. When price broke previous low. Beautiful. You managed risk over there. Oh, you closed 50% twice. Very nice. You know, you really managed risk. That's good. You don't have to cry about this when you manage risk. You got to be like, hey, like, you know what? I'm a really good risk manager. That's what we are. You know, when we're trading, we're risk managers. That's all what we are. We're managing risk. That's it. You know, if you're not managing risk, you're not a good risk manager, and making money is going to get really hard, because the first thing is to stop the bleeding, right? Whenever people come to the charts, the first thing you want to do is to stop bleeding accounts. And the best way you can stop bleeding accounts is to just focus on how you can make sure you lose less than what you anticipated to lose. Risked 4% today in all my trades, lost 2.7, so I'm done. Didn't want to lose more than 2%. Yeah, nice. That's beautiful. Let's take a look at this chart over here. Buys above this resistance, sells if the support breaks. Yeah, I was actually looking at the same thing over here. I think a better support break is going to be below 154.40. I'm a poor risk manager because I just blew my account. Well, I think you need more training, more risk manager training. Is that what you need? All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. Open positions at 30-minute, broke the low right here. Okay, previous candle, use rejection, managed close 50%. Next candle to break even. Nice, nice. Went into 5-pip profits. Should I have secured at 5-pip profits? I don't secure at 5-pip profits. If I go in profits, let's say 5 pips, 6, 7 pips, and if price comes back to my break even, I close 50% right there. And then I leave the rest running. Morning from Peru. Nice, nice. Thank you, thank you. New to trading. Could you check if I draw the support resistance correctly? All right. Mr. Bogdan BTC. Mr. Bogdan BTC. Let's take a look here. Bullish, bearish. Okay. Daily time frame. Yeah, it looks good. I think you're missing a zone right over here as well. You may want to drop down to the 4-hour and the 1-hour to kind of see, like, you know, where other zones do you have. What was your first lot size and first profit? My first profit was for about $30 on my $700 account. My first lot size, I think it was 0.05 on $200 account. Yeah, I started with a $200 account. $200 account in April 2016. Lost that in about 2 weeks. And then I decided that, okay, like, you know what? I need a mentor. I need someone to help me with this. That's what I decided. And that's when I found my mentor. And till this day, like, you know, we work together. He's a good friend of mine now. Like, you know, so went pretty good. Mr. Lawrence Booth donated $1. Thank you, thank you. $1 a day keeps the stress away. If 1-hour candles stay like this and the next break the low, could we predict a sell until 150, 200? I think a sell below 150, 450 would be much better. Biggest loss you had? My biggest loss was around $22,000. That was, I remember that. That was on a AUD USD sell I was holding when all time frames were bullish. And I was holding sells with no stop loss. It went to $22,000. And how many lot size? I have no idea. I think my account size was around like 35,000. So it went to 22,000 and then I closed everything. And that same evening, price fell down and went through my take profit and went further down. So if I have held that position, I would have made bank, but it was a big drawdown, man, and I got scared. Can you imagine losing that amount now? No, I can't imagine losing that amount now. Never. Most I'm willing to lose in a day is about like $1,000 or about $1,500. Nothing more. My biggest win was about, I think it was about 120, something like that. 120. That was on Yellen. When Yellen was, you know, up and running. I think it was, I had sells on pound yen and I had buys on gold. And Yellen came on. It was FOMC. That was the time I had no idea about FOMC. I had no idea about news. I went to take a shower. I came back and my account was in profit. So I'm like, oh shit, what happened? You know, and then yeah, that was a pretty nice win. But then again, like, you know, I lost like 50% of that in the next 4 or 5 days. How many years have you been trading? Probably around 5 years now in June. It's going to be, yeah, it's 5 years in April. What year did you finally find the consistency? Probably in 2017. Yeah. You made 120,000 in that trade? Yeah. What could be the negative effects of risking too less? I think risking too less, I don't know. I honestly think that you need to have some sort of skin in the game. You know, so if you're trading too less, you're not really learning the emotional effects it takes towards managing money. So I think you should risk enough where you have some sweat in the game. You know, like let's say, I mean, for me, when I first started, I knew I had to trade around like $1,000 because if I lost from $1,000, $200, I was like, oh shit, I lost $200. So you got to make things realistic too. Like sometimes people trade too small where the monetary gain is not that much, but like the process is still the same. So I would say, like, you know, if you can risk, let's say $1,000, $500, just start with that. You know, and you're going to learn a lot about handling money based on emotions. Been profitable for 1 month and a week. Should I up my lot size? That's up to you. You know, do you feel comfortable? Do you feel comfortable? You know, that's the one thing. Daniel Savage in person was beast AF. He recommended you to us for candle analysis. Yes. Yeah. Candle analysis, I think, is very important. If you, like, I mean, in the charts, we only see candles, you know, and if we can't read candles, it's going to get very difficult at that time. So why would you increase more if someone is not winning enough to break even? That would be poor management. Well, that's personal preference, you know. I mean, I'm very different. I from the beginning, I wanted to risk more to really feel the effects of that. So I'm very different, you know. That's just me. You know, someone who's very frugal, you know, they'll risk based on what their risk appetite is and so on and so forth. My friend blew 10% of my account by overtrading. Can you please bitch at him? I think that's still pretty good. Like, you know, it's better than losing a lot. Andrea Donan donated 20 pounds. Came out of Slack to send this message. If anyone having difficulty trading, listen to Raja. 1 to 2 trades, 1 to 2%. It works. Oh wow, up 6,000 from gold today. Feeling blessed. Oh, nice. Very nice. Yeah, we have about 15 minutes left for these candles to close, and I'm actually going to call it a day in about 10 minutes. And we'll see what happens. I have doubled my account. Should I withdraw my deposit and amount and play with profits? Yes. I would say just withdraw your deposit, you know, because if you withdraw your deposit, then that means you're playing with house money, you know. It's always better to play with house money. 887 5650 87. Sent this paper trade earlier on, taking a buy once price breaks above this area. Oh, I think no candle kind of like broken close above this area. I don't think any candle broke and closed above this area. This candle tried, but it closed below, kind of closed there with a weak bullish candle as well, so no strong confirmation for buys. And the next one kind of like broke the low and continued down.
Hey, Raja.
Hey, Monder.
Just a quick question. So I'm looking for GG buys, not at the moment, obviously. I'm just looking at targets. Do you think 157.50 is a good target? Although I see wicks, but I'm not quite sure if that's going to be a good target or if it's going to be the 158.60.
Yeah, 150, 750, it's a good target, but it also depends where you're taking the buys.
Well,
You know?
we'll take it above the zone that you have. Basically, when we clear the high, so above 660.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, because then you can expect volume with the NYSE to continue
Yes.
driving price up.
Okay, beautiful. Just wanted to make sure that my target is good because although I see wicks, that's why I just wasn't quite sure if it's a good target or if there's something better. Thanks.
No, it's still pretty good. Let's take a look here. Would you form support here, ignore the doji candles and wait for the next bullish candle? Yeah, I would form support here. This looks good. Support here. I think on a 15-minute you have the support there. Let's take a look at your JPY. 30-minute, 15-minute. Yeah, you got a support here, but this price action is really, really messy. I don't like this price action at all in pound yen. Really, really, really messy. How are you holding up with no gym out there? I am working out every day. I have a gym in the basement. Look at these guns, man. Boom. I'm still working out every day. I'm skipping every day, working out every day. But like, to be honest, working out by yourself in the basement, it requires a lot of motivation, a lot of self-drive to it's super hard. Trust me, super hard. Like in the gym, if I would push like around, let's say like an hour of non-stop workout in the basement, I'm doing like 30 minutes, 35 minutes. You know, it's super sad to work out in the basement. Like in the gym, you get to see people around you and you try to like compete with them. You know, like in the gym, I used to go to like, I made friends with guys and we used to like compete with, all right, oh, you can lift this much? All right, let's watch this. You know, but in the basement, I'm competing with my 3-year-old. I mean, I'm demolishing him in all the weights, but it's not that much fun. He's there pushing 5-pound dumbbells and I'm pushing 75-pound dumbbells. It's not that fun, you know, like he's always losing all the time. So yeah, the vibes aren't there. Yeah, it's a very tough situation. If gold 30-minute closes weak bearish above the range, can buys be considered above the top? Yeah, I don't know, man. Gold is just, I don't like, I mean, the way it's moving on the 5-minute here, I think maybe above 1785 would be good, you know, by NYC Open, but also, excuse me, this is the start of the new 4-hour candle here as well. You know, so you may expect the next 4-hour candle to make a liquidity wick and then continue moving up, you know, with the next 4-hour candle. So we'll see. I think on the 30-minute, if we do break above 1785, then there's a very high probability. Oh yeah, if we break above this area with the next 30-minute candle, I think there's a very high probability for price to continue on till 1787 and 1788. We can start to have conversations around that. What was your first withdrawal in Forex? My first good withdrawal was for about $4,000. Yeah, it was about $4,000. I remember my bank account was at 16,000. That 4,000 came in. I looked at my bank account. It was up like 20,200 something, and I was like, whoa! And I looked at the withdrawal. It was like, wow! I was like, nice, 4,000 came in. Was up by 4,000. When your bank account goes from 16 to 20,000 overnight, it just like, damn, this is real. So ever since then, I've been withdrawing. Like whenever I make profits, I'm just withdrawing. And it's a good feeling, when those withdrawals come out. But then again, you come to a point where you withdraw, like, let's say a week, let's say a month worth of, like, bills in like a week or 2 weeks. And then you just want to say, okay, you know what, for the next 2 weeks, I'm just going to try to compound. Have you ever been in debt? How did you get out? Yeah, I was in debt. I was in heavy debt, man, in the first year and a half. And I got out of it by paying monthly payments. If you're in debt to, let's say, people, or if people give you money to trade and you lost that money, just make a payment plan with them. Like just say, hey, like, you know what, I can pay you monthly payments. Make a payment plan with them. And that's the best way to get out of debt. But you got to pay your debts, man. I know a lot of people who take money and they just have no intention of giving it back. Don't worry, it's going to come out of you. So it's better to make a payment plan with people you owe money to and just pay them back. What did you do before trading? I used to run a door-to-door sales company. Door-to-door sales company was pretty good. It was a pretty good gig. Are car number plates an investment in Canada? No, they're only an investment in the UK, not in Canada. Funny how we're talking about debt. I have court over debt in an hour. Oh, wow. Yeah, I know a guy who went to court over debt, and he told the court, hey, listen, Your Honor, I got this to my name, and this is what I can pay monthly. and it was like, I think he owed around 20,000, and he told the court he can pay like $10 a month. And the court said, let's make it $15 a month. And that was the judgment. He's still paying $15 a month. And the other guy's pissed off. He's like, what do you mean? He's like, well, the court ordered $15 a month because that's all what he could, pay back. Do you think you can make 10 million a year? Yeah, probably if I can. I think the only way you can make a lot of money if you can service a lot of people. The servicing industry, you can make a lot of money. And like look at all the big companies. How do all the big companies make money? They service a lot of people. The number of people you can service, the number of clients you can have or customers you can have, more money you can make. Having a job, you can't make 10 million. I mean, unless you're in sales. Being in sales, you can make a lot of money being in sales. And that's what I learned earlier on too. Like, being in sales, you can make a lot of money being in sales. Whatever you're selling, cars, you're selling what, like courses, you're a consultant, you're selling, some services or whatever it is, you're gonna make a lot of money at the end of the day. But it has to benefit people. If it benefits people, one person is going to tell 10 other people, and those 10 people will in turn tell 10 more people, so that's what it is at the same time too. You can't just sell something just like a one-off sell. No, it has to be something that people can talk about. If people aren't talking about you, you're doing something wrong. Just don't sell your grandma for money. She's no longer with us, so we can't do that either way. Go public with your company, then you will be billionaire overnight. I don't think if anyone's going to invest in my company stock. If I see the setup and I've traded 3 times, should I take the 4th trade? No. Do not take the 4th trade. If anyone needs a website or brand building, check me out. All right, let's check this out over here. Fiscal Web Designs. You know what? Fiscal Web Designs, I may have a project for you. I'll let you know. Oh, wow. Damn, that's a pretty good idea over here. Growth happens online. We are digital experts. We do it all. Web design, merchandise, internet marketing. Yeah, I may have a project for you to build a website. It's just the front page. Yeah, I'm gonna WhatsApp you right here. Or you know what? If you're in Slack, just message me in Slack. I may have something. Nice. All right. If I change my name, will you stop ignoring me? Oh, I just saw the message. All right, guys, I'm going to head off over here. It's almost time for me to leave. Take care, everyone. It was a pretty tough day with gold here today. I'm not going to lie. Hope we were all safe.
Thank you.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Ninad. Thank you always.
Thank you.
Have a good day, bro.
Yeah, you too, Vincent.
Thank you, Roger.
Take care, everybody.
Thank you.
Brazil
Roger.
goodbyes.
Yeah, Brazil says goodbyes.
Good luck, everyone.
Yeah.
Stop.
Italia, Italia.
Oh, yeah. Good luck, everyone. That's a good luck. You're trying to take the 4th or 5th trade. Good luck. All right. Take care.
Take care, everyone.
Yeah. Bye.
Man, I'm in.
Someone was in something and then it stopped. I was waiting to know what was that.
It's the guy that's in gold drawdown.
An 80 pips negative.
Oh, damn. What pair is that?
No, I'm saying
USD
that's what.
jar.
Oh.
Good luck, man.
So sad.
All right. Take care, everybody. Just manage risk at the end of the day. That's it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Roger.